Alright, hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Now I'm down on the street of Sydney once again, walking around with my Sony A7 IV, but this time I've thrown on a lens that normally I just use for these talk-to-head videos, and that is my Sony 20mm 1.8. Now, first time I've taken it out to really shoot street photography with it. It's much wider. It's a very different look, lots of different perspectives. I talk about that a bit in the video. I talk a lot about how I miss my 35. I'm definitely more comfortable with that, but it is a real tester video, practice really. I also mentioned that I'm using the DJI Mic 2. I've picked it up for myself and I love it. The only issue is I didn't set it up properly with the action cam, so the audio itself is not going to be very good. It's a very windy, rainy, splotchy sort of weather day, so fair warning, the audio itself is straight out of the DJI Action 2 camera and it's not fantastic. It's just very loud. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Comment down below your thoughts on how I can improve shooting with a 20mm in street sense. But let's stop rambling here. Let's go down to the street view. Alright, so today is very windy. It's very much a cloudy but sunny day. But I'm trying out something new today. I've got my DJI mic strapped to my chest, Mic 2, so I can try and get some clean audio. It's very windy today, and I've noticed a lot of my videos are just so loud. So let's just fix this up. Oh, okay, all right. And today, it's on a timer. There we go. Is that on a timer? No. Alright. Today, we are shooting on my Sony 20mm 1.8. It's a bit of a risk because I don't usually shoot this focal length in the city. The sun's coming out, very nice. I don't shoot this focal length very often, but it's a challenge that I wanted to bring out today. It was raining last night. As you can see, there's all this water here, usually from the actual fountain, but at the same time, it's also extra now because of all that rain we've just had. So I'm wondering how I'm gonna get this shot, how I'm gonna take this lens out. All right, a reflection in the puddle is always nice, but it is a very much, quite a wide lens. Usually I use it for vlogging, I use it for astrophotography, which I'm still practicing. I haven't really taken that for street, and on such a beautiful day, I say beautiful, the conditions are great because of the rain, there's lots of reflections and I love them, but at the same time, it'd probably be better on my 35. However, I'm up for the challenge. So let's bring up a shutter speed, shooting at f4, because I don't really think I need that 1.8 aperture today. And just starting off with some practice shots using the Anzac Memorial. And as of recording this actual video, Anzac Day is in a few days. I think today's the 20th, so 5 days. The 20mm is a great lens for astrophotography, as I mentioned before, but it's also a really good lens for architecture and really capturing buildings, but it's not something that I do a lot of. So I really want to try and push myself to find some interesting compositions where I'm taking photos of buildings from low angles. You can get very close, but also having something to actually take in. Like, this is a great side of this building, and luckily with a 20mm you can get really close to get a shot, but you also need to be far enough away if it's big, and it's quite a big building, so I'm going to back it up a bit. Let's try and get it in, there we go, as a landscape photo. And then down low, we'll take it from portrait. I actually really like these green doors. So as much as I love the whole building, I just want to get this section now. So I might need to do a bit of cropping later on, just to cut out the sides. Let's go right there. I really like it. The 3 doors are really good. Great if you had a model, you pop them inside, either one of them as a frame or in the middle one, so that way you could actually have all 3 framing the model. Take a photo of that lamppost, but then bring it back down to the building. Just it gives a lot of scale, which is really great. And I find that the actual images are really sharp, they're really good, and I really want to challenge myself with taking photos with these wider lenses. But here's a great example of where I struggle. I really like this view, but the problem is this is very wide. So if I punch in, then I might as well just be using a 30mm. Let's just bring my aperture down to let that sunlight in. Let's get low, because my focus really is this greenery and how it stretches quite far. I could probably even go even lower, right in, as if though this were a forest that just goes and goes. Let's focus on the tree far away. This is beautiful. All right, let's bring that aperture back up. Maybe something like that with the Centerpoint Tower or the Westfield Tower, or whatever they call it now. Maybe even a bit closer. I don't want to get in the garden too much. The city with the flowers in the foreground is nice. And then the flowers with the city in the background is nice. So taking more than one shot. Look at these beautiful purple flowers over here. Taking more than one shot, different angles, different focus points can really create a very different look. Finding the right flower, for example, as well. This one is all right, but I wonder if this one here, because I might get I'll get hopefully the building in the background a bit. Let's go for one further away. I really like that. I'm surprised there's these flowers growing right now. It's about mid-autumn, so kind of expecting there to be just, apart from dead leaves, just, you know, at best green, not colourful flowers. I've still got so much space to work with. Let's get closer. Yep, the rain is coming down now. And that's one shot. This over in the corner might be good. And I need to tie these shoelaces up as well. So let's get low. The puddle itself isn't working, but this angle is pretty good. Oh, the wind is here. Hopefully the little wind mount. Come on, people. As much as I can mask you out, I don't really want to. And click. That's good. So just remember, it's always about looking at your options and seeing what can you get. I really like these doors. So I'm going to get some photos of those. We're going to ignore the heavy rain. And we're going to keep coming around and looking at the actual details now of the building. I'm getting like detail shots of like this handle. Something like that. And it's not something that I'm gonna, you know, claim is the greatest photo of all time. Oh, it's bucketing. This guy knows what I'm talking about. Look at the wind that's hitting him. Some kind of, there we go. Look at him. Love that. Really I'm enjoying trying to figure out how this 20 works. Okay, so I also forgot to mention that it is a Saturday morning, which I'm very excited about because it means that the city itself not only is already going to be naturally much quieter, And also all the business district is going to be empty. But here we have what I really wanted to bring out this lens for. Huge towering buildings either side of me. And we're trying to just capture this like upward look that you probably don't normally see. Even using this corner, and that gets the building next door as well. I think this is where I'm going to find a lot of interesting shots. Something else I need to be aware of is not just looking up, but also looking around. I've got the space. To really take some like close-up photos of people when they're not really focusing, so that way I can get some interesting shots even down here on street level. It's also really interesting seeing these places that normally are very busy. Yeah, normally I would want to go down there and get a photo of these two buildings, but there's all this rubbish here. It's a shame they're all fallen over, because I'd love a photo of, I mean, I'm still going to do it actually, because this is really, it's not meant to be perfect. Remember, that's what I have to tell myself a lot. It's not meant to be perfect. It's just a photo of things that we would never stop and actually look at. Whew. And sometimes they're rubbish. I might go back into Lightroom later tonight and I'll open up that photo of those bikes and I'll go, what was I thinking? I just think it is a very nice building. Let's bring up that and go for it. All right, let's keep going. The sun is once again coming through the clouds. It's a very patchy day today. Not really one that, again, I see the world in front of me and I go, boy, wouldn't that look nice on 35. Oh, look at this. So I'll try and go a bit straighter. That's a tricky one. There's a lot of mess in this photo though. A lot of the pole, the building, I'm going to mask them out. Usually I don't mask too many things out. Usually I just try to work with what I've got, but for that shot, I want to see what it looks like masked out. Let's see, this is something that I would probably get out the 24-70. So I can zoom in on that chair. However, at a wide angle, yeah, it's not a 20 shot, that's for sure. Even at 50, that would be better. 50 to 70 to really punch in where I can't get. If I could get closer, but the building's closed, that would change everything. Something I do love taking photos of though are these ferries. They're a great color. They stand out on the water, and it's not something that, you know, I see every single day. I don't come out to the city every single day, and they just look a little old. So far away. Like, how do I even get a good photo of that? I reckon if I go down onto that jetty there, I can shoot across and get a really nice shot of it from that side, but then I have to pay to go there, and then I can't pay to come back, get unpaid to come back off, so maybe I'll just try and do it from this side. Through here. See, it's just too far away. I really like it. I mean, if I super 35, it's a bit better. But I'm not really shooting on a 20mm then, am I? So that was probably the first time in this whole video that I've actually used the crop sensor version to effectively make it a 35. This is where 20 really shines. Nice and close. Almost warps it to make it look even bigger. I might get lower. It's not a great composition. Probably back over to that side I was on. These two are very cute. 35 would be really nice. I might punch in because they're so far away. Even 50 would be nicer. I'm just gonna get closer really quietly. Very cute. Let's use this as a frame. It's not really gonna work. There's people coming. I think I'll just go down a little bit. There we go. Waiting for the ferry to come through. Here it comes. It's very far away though, so I don't think it's going to be a great shot. But I think it's going to be a good shot. So, my final thoughts on the 20mm are, for the very first time really taking it out and using it for a video, it is a difficult lens because you need to be close to everything. You need to spend more time with everything. But my overall feelings are, I really like it. It's a totally different perspective, and I look forward to using it a few more times and really understanding what it's best for. I'm going to take a photo of the beautiful upper house here on my 20mm, and if you're interested in it, I'm going to get out the Pentax K1000 and take a film shot to finish up the video. If you're heading off after this, thanks so much for watching. Subscribe if you want to see more walk around Sydney, and I'll see you in the next video. So, let's make do with what we've got. This looks pretty good. Yeah, that actually, not bad.